I regret cutting off my dad after he cheated on my mom. My parents divorced when I was 14. I'm 25 now, because my dad cheated on her with someone who worked for him. My parents used to argue about him not giving my mom enough time, not putting her first, not respecting her as an equal. In some ways, it was like a sickeningly logical culmination of their marriage. But for me, until that point, he was my hero. I was a total daddy's girl, which is hilarious to think about now considering the last 11 years. He would take me everywhere: grocery runs, mechanic, NBA, movie night, pizza night, homework and test, and exam help. It destroyed me when I found out. They split custody 50-50, and I was a massive B to him, and later his new wife, the woman he cheated with. Lots of locked doors, calling out his wife, calling him out. I've maybe spoken like 20 sentences in totality to her two sons, my stepbrothers. When they had their son, I made sure to never let his wife think I was going to be like a loving older sister. With my dad though, he did kind of wear me down, and with him I did develop a kind of big sister bond with my half-brother. I used to argue with my mom about not wanting to go, but she insisted I maintain decency with my dad at least. When it was time for college, I was going to take student loans because I didn't want to owe him. My mom said she'd save money, and I believed her. It was during my third year, when he had offered to buy me a car, and I told my mom hell no, while she tried to convince me to agree, that she told me he'd been majorly contributing to my tuition and sending her the money for it. I don't think I've ever had a worse argument with her. It fucked with my mind knowing he'd been doing it silently. He knew I wouldn't know. They had thought that while I was planning on taking student loans rather than his help initially, inertia would do its thing if I found out later. And they were right, I did end up just taking it for the remainder of my UG without talking to him. On Tuesday, I went to the ER because I had slipped while putting bird feed in my apartment. My mom is away at my aunt's, so I had just called my best friend to come to the ER. Soon after, my dad came too. My mom had told him. I wanted to just go back, but he insisted. We spent like 15 minutes arguing, but I'm at his place now while my sprain recovers, or until my mom comes back. My stepbrothers no longer live here, but my half-brother, who's 9 now, does. I haven't spoken to my dad's wife yet. He or my half-brother are the only ones I talk to, who come up to my room to bring stuff, while I work from home. We've talked after a long time about work, my plans for a master's, and just random stuff. I've just been thinking now that he was my dad. Instead, my stepbrothers got more of him the past decade than I did. I can't help but regret letting that happen. I also can't help but just think about the life we were robbed off because he cheated. Because my stepmother chose to wreck our home. And her sons got to be the family we were. I follow for more.